All right, we ready? We rolling?
Rolling.
Well, let's slap a number on this, baby. What do we got?
$2.99.
$2.99. That is a lot of slapping.
It is. Right, Frank?
That's right, a lot. We're almost close to that next century, so to speak.
Yes, the next tier of slappage.
Yeah.
Tier of slappage. Oh, that sounds vaguely sexual. Yeah, so we're on our way to Whispering Grove Faire in Kirbyville, Texas. And I don't know if you can see it on this episode here so far, but this is the first time we've seen rain in about 3 months. It's been excruciatingly dry.
Yeah.
And we are, I wouldn't say enjoying it so much. It'd be nice if a little bit more fell. But for right now, I'm very happy. Very happy. It's been, what, about how many months? 3?
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, I don't think Huntsville has seen a drop in 3 months, and we've had triple digits for, weeks on end, and just a brutal summer. So just so you know, so when they find this in the vaults, and Texas in 2024, that was a hot summer. So anyway, here we are. Yes. We're breaking free of the summer. We've got some great temperatures coming up this week. We have election day today, Slapper Day. People call it election day. We call it Slapper Day. We got 4 people in here who voted early, voted often. I only did about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
100. Turbo was saying that everybody should be nice to each other when you vote. I say no. I say hell no.
Pshaw.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you have a marvelous Slapper Day here and do your little election thing, whatever you're doing. I hope it's lovely. What did you do for Halloween? We'll start with Frank.
All right, what did I do for Halloween?
Yeah, and keep it clean. Remember, there are old ladies watching. There are people that are like 17 watching this thing. So keep it clean.
I will try my very best to keep it clean. Only for those reasons. I dressed up as a pirate. Cut. And I won the Halloween contest at work at the end of the work day.
Nice.
Really?
Yep. I had like the pirate hat, a bandana. I even had a little tie tied around my head to kind of make it look a little more piratey. The shirt, jacket, and some pants, and I even had some rain boots on that day.
And you work at Hooters. That's so weird. I would have thought you would have come last. No.
I'd love to hear you top that, Patty.
Wow, yeah, I could. I mean, that's something, because when I worked at Hooters, you have me beat. What'd you do for Halloween?
I actually had 2 costumes. So I had one during the day.
Excuse me, stop. You dressed up?
Twice. 2 different costumes, bro.
Okay.
How committed are you? I'm committed.
Okay.
No, because I dressed up like Jason at the lab, and he dressed up like me.
Oh,
I want to share
Jason.
a picture. Yes.
You're Jason, okay.
And, man, I had his exact shoes and the lunchbox. Anyway, we should share a picture.
All right.
I thought it came out pretty good. I had a mask with I had a cut and everything, like the hair to match. And then at night, we got home, Team Newton was the Mario Brothers, because the kids were Mario and Luigi. They kind of were like at this age where they were kind of like, I could tell, they're like, they want to dress up, but they don't want to dress up. Like, I'm like, we might be nearing the end of this with my kids' journey, but so I think they went something easy. So Stacy's like, oh, they want to be Mario and Luigi? We're not going to tell them. We'll be the princess and Toadstool, and then we'll just show up and embarrass them. So I know it's a long story, but I just want to tell you, my Toadstool costume, dude, it doesn't look like Toadstool. For one, it didn't come with a shirt, so I didn't open mine until
I don't even know what you're talking
last
about.
minute. He's like a character, right? He's got like,
okay.
So it doesn't come with a shirt, so I'm like, all right, well, I'll get a white shirt. Yeah. Well, the hat's supposed to be the big Toadstool head, but no, it looks...
What is Toadstool?
He's like a character in the Mario... You don't know Toadstool?
No.
A character in the Mario Brothers?
I don't even know what Mario Brothers. I thought you were talking about like a movie or something.
Have you ever heard of the sun? The moon? That's how popular they are.
Really?
Yeah. So Toad, the character that Turbo has, Toad is basically like this kind of mushroom-looking character. Like,
he looks like a mushroom.
Basically. And he's like from the Super Mario Bros. Universe, going all the way back to like the old classic retro video games. And there was a movie that came out 2023 last year, which had Toad, Princess Peach, all the characters featured in it.
I feel like
I don't know what they're talking about
worse.
either.
Yeah, he's making it worse. Well, anyway, long story less long. I take Miles out around the neighborhood, and I don't look like Toad. I look like a man part. Okay, that's what
Like a what?
Man part. That's what the costume looks like. I already know it.
Phallic. Okay.
Yes. We're right around the corner from my house. My neighborhood's mobbed to people. Everybody gets all dressed up and candy. I mean, mobbed. And this older lady, I think it was the second or third house we went to. She's doing this. She's kind of looking around all frantic with her eyes and her head.
Inviting you in.
No, and and then she like makes eye contact with me, and I just knew it. I knew she was gonna start laughing, and she goes, "You look like a penis." I swear to God. So I don't know if we need to bleep that out, but I go. So I'm just like frozen because I don't know how to react, and I go, "You never seen one that big, huh?" And the husband next to her, this old guy next to her, he just goes, "Hey," like that. And we all just start laughing, and then Miles goes, "Dad, did she?" And then he repeats it. "Dad, did she say that?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was just like wide-eyed, like he didn't know what to say. I was like, well, I'm just owning this costume. So I walked the whole neighborhood, dude. I got harassed. Like, I mean, a couple of my buddies in the neighborhood were like, "Kev, like, that's bad." I go, "Yeah, I know." So I'm texting Stacy. I'm like, I'm getting harassed. She goes, "Oh, I know what you look like." I was like, oh my God. I was like, well, I'm just gonna own it. I'm not even gonna act like I'm not taking it off. I just took it the whole time. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. Anyway, that was my
Wow.
It was rough.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Chad, did you do anything?
No, I went for a long walk.
Off a short pier?
Yeah.
Did your neighborhood do anything?
Well, I mean, a lot of my neighbors do. Yeah. I was talking about this with my mom. We both noticed that people were decorating for Halloween like way in advance. It's like the new Christmas now. It's like before it was even October, they had their Halloween shit out. So it was there all month. But it was cool to see, people actually trick or treating again. I hadn't noticed that in a few years.
Yeah, but you live up lane, so it's not a no. I'm just kidding. I would have thought that neighborhood would have been gold for
it used to be, yeah. It's just after the pandemic, it kind of stopped.
Oh, okay.
And then now it's kind of getting back up to speed.
Yeah, because I live in the woods, so we didn't see any of it. I was at the doctor. I was at the doctor anyway. I didn't. At nighttime, there's nobody around my neighborhood anyway, unless you're trying to get killed. All my neighbors are armed to the teeth, and if you're not from around there, you don't want to be.
What about the College Station kids?
Oh, that was great.
Oh God.
We were like, Chad looked at me. He's like, look, you got to show it. We got some footage of that, right?
There were about 4 guys.
I think it was 5
dressed as you,
and then the girl. Yeah, they all had Blaggard shirts on, no sleeves, long hair. She was like,
it was awesome.
I was good. Yeah, I was.
And I love how 2 of them didn't know each other. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Chad was telling me, right?
Well, there was Sheila's husband.
Yeah.
Was dressed as you as well, and I don't think that was completely uncoordinated.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, because they all came
I assumed
up
it was supposed to be
to my side, and they're all like standing there going, I'm going, is this? And Chris Steele behind the bar was just laughing. He was just pointing and laughing.
Yeah. Not the first time that somebody's cosplayed as Patrick.
Yeah.
That's happened before.
Love that.
But I've never seen that many on one time.
I know that was like a what's a flash mob? Is that what they?
Yeah.
That was funny. Do you have? See, I'm a terrible parent. I don't think I've ever dressed my kids up, and I don't think they do. I know Tara went to a show recently, and she got made up. She kind of did the face paint. She's really artistic. Very, 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 very good at that stuff. Do you have a favorite? Does anybody have a favorite Halloween event that they went to ever? And you threw some.
I mean, it's hard for me to say. I threw some monster parties.
Yeah.
And when I mean like we threw a party, like it took us like a week, better part of a week to like set up, days to set up. Like we built rooms inside the house. Like
yeah.
Oh.
Well, let me just elaborate on this too. When we went to Lake Havasu with Turbo, the reason why we were there, but when we went there and we met your friends and the amount of people, because you had essentially the bulk of your life was Havasu.
Yeah.
And when we met them, you could tell immediately how much mischief, how much danger, how much excitement, how much just mayhem in general you caused. You could just tell by meeting these people, because they're all kind of, you know, they all kind of look like they've been like just gently microwaved. They're all just kind of, here he is, and now he's all professional and well, you know, professional. He's but it is very, very funny and surreal to watch the interaction, because you know that they all have history. You know, you can tell by you know, I can tell when I meet my friends in Ireland. When a few years back we had a mini reunion, and I could tell just by their faces how much we had aged each other. You know, it was good. So that was when I asked that question, knowing full well that you would have had some stormers as far as events, holiday events. And
I do have my favorite costume though, and being that we're on election year, I feel like this is, you know, this was before Trump's first presidency. So this is pre-Trump president, when it was Hillary and Trump running. That year we threw a party in my house. Stacy and I dressed up like Hillary and Trump. So I went to like a wig store and had this professional thing done. Like, we went all in. And we just decided that night we're just going to be as smug as we can to each other, because, you know, those two were like mean to each other. So we did all the... Yeah. Oh my God. We had podiums.
I was
and like,
there. Yeah.
We did like a debate, like a fake debate during the party. Like, I'll have to show you a picture. Oh my God. I was like, I wouldn't do that now, but like, that was funny back then. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was appropriate.
I have a kind of story along the same lines that I remember from high school. So this was like even before Trump and Hillary Clinton were running for president. Like, this was like
Was the time you did blackface?
it was back in high school. So the story was back in high school. So and it was within the jazz band department. So the piano player was in my jazz band
With the white
period
stripe.
was an African American guy. So
I told you.
He thought it was funny for Halloween to like dress up as our jazz teacher, who was a white guy, and this is how he dressed up like my jazz teacher. He put on a Dick Cheney mask.
Whoa, that's offensive.
Yeah, he put on a Dick Cheney mask, and he was holding a saxophone too, because that's the instrument that my teacher
Doc Morgan didn't still teach her, did he? Was Doc Morgan still teaching when you were there?
No, he had left.
He retired? Yeah. Okay.
But he came through every now and then.
Cool,
Yeah, he was likable.
Right.
Likable guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought, you remember when we played in Rancho?
Yeah.
Chad was sick that time.
Yeah.
Kenny was with my brother at the
Yeah,
show.
I know Kenny.
They
yeah.
used to throw monster Halloween parties, and they had one that was off the chain, where they had like DJs, and yeah, that was probably the best party I ever went to.
Yeah.
Just a general best party I ever went to. It was their Halloween parties. You know, it was like pay to get in type party.
Yeah.
Big time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite, Chad? This is where we'll see how we sync up here. But do you have a favorite? Anybody have a favorite Halloween party where they played, where your band played?
Oh, it's probably one of the ones in Ireland.
Oh, see, I was going to go O'Bannon's.
Oh,
Just because
yeah, those were good too.
those were, oh my God, they were just the first pirate party we ever did was O'Bannon's, and that was just insane. I don't know what Chris Steele did, but it just
That's true.
the building barely survived. And then the Halloween parties a few years after that seemed to
I like the one where I tried to dress up as John Lennon and it turned out to be Geddy Lee.
Geddy Lee. Yeah, it was not even close.
It's just the wig was wrong.
Yeah.
It's the best one I could find.
Yeah,
It was too curly.
that was funny.
Or too wavy, I guess.
Yeah, the Ireland was fun too.
Yeah, some of the ones at King's Head were pretty good.
Yeah.
Some of the wildest, I mean, not gig Halloween, but when I used to live in New York and I would go down for the Halloween parade down in the village, that was always a good time because they take Halloween very seriously.
Yeah, oh yeah. Ultimate Halloween gig. Where is it? Where would it be? Ooh, I would say like on the Queen Mary in
Long Beach.
Yeah,
I've been on that.
yeah. I promised to take Tara. She's been a fan from afar for a long time.
I'm gonna say Not Scary Farm. Yeah, that was fun, man. We went down there for the month one time. I went there. You know Knott's Berry Farm down in California? I went there. Yeah, the month of October, they do Knott's Scary Farm. I don't know if they still do it now, but I'm sure they do. But I went my early 20s there, and they had, you kind of get like, it's not just rides. You like walk through like the haunted houses, you know? It's like you're constantly walking through things. Well, there was one where it was me and the girl I was seeing at the time, and we were there, and I'm walking through, and it's the Roger Rabbit themed one. So we got like the 3D glasses on, and so we're like in this little hallway. I mean, it's like this tight, right? And you can't stretch your arms out. And it's white walls with like stripes. Well, the line kind of goes up and then stops, and I'm standing there, and all of a sudden I just, you know, when you sense somebody's next to you, and I kind of turn to the right, which I'll turn to the left for this, but I turn to the right, and this dude was in the wall, dressed like the wall, and he just reached out like this and grabbed me. I swear to God, I don't know what a heart attack feels like, but I had one. The girl I was with goes, ah! And took off running through, like pushed the line. And so the whole rest of the trip, I was like, well, I see what happens when we get into trouble. You just left me to die. I was like, but I'm not going to lie, dude. I was terrified. Like, he got me. And then as he's getting back in the wall, the guy or girl, I don't know who's in the costume, he's getting back in the wall, and I'm standing next to him, he just goes like this. Yeah. And then he like gets himself back in, and I'm like, oh, sweet, he's like disappeared. I'm like, holy shit, man. Wow. And then the line gets going, then he gets like the next batch, you know? I'm like,
I wonder how often those people get like decked by people.
So he freaks out.
Their survival instinct just kicks in.
Now you're not allowed to touch people, and I know that because, because of the restraining orders.
That makes sense.
But they're though I saw an interview with a guy that owns a bunch of these haunted houses, and they're not allowed to touch, and there's they only hire actors, they only hire professional, but it's people think that it's just boo and you're done. No, it's a lot of work. And you're in a costume for a long time, and small confined quarters for it's not an easy gig, but very lucrative. Years back, completely, related but unrelated at the same time. A friend of mine had called me up and said that he wanted to take over these haunted houses during the off season. He wanted to. His business model was to go in to do paintball and to do that kind of.
Laser tag.
Yeah, laser tag. Thank you. I couldn't think of that. But that was his business model, was going in and the rest of the year, because a lot of these places just sit idle for.
Yeah.
And I thought I've never played laser tag or paintball or any of that crap, and just I've no interest in it. But I thought if you are interested in it, that would be the ultimate setting. That would be the ultimate background. I would guess.
Yeah.
There's a paintball place that's kind of on the way to
our house.
Yeah.
I know.
Have you ever seen anybody there?
Nope.
I've never seen anybody there.
Nope.
I didn't even know they still had paintball. I heard about that in a while.
And it's funny, I was in one of the sports stores buying another BB gun, and I got snakes. I gotta show them. But there was paintball equipment being sold there, so people are still doing it.
Yeah,
they're still But yeah, I've heard about it. For a time there, it was immense. It just seemed like it was everywhere you look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done it.
Yeah. You like guns, right?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with guns.
Do you? I like guns too. Chad, do you have guns?
No.
Frank, do you have guns?
Nope.
All right.
I mean, I do.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
So I like them, but I mean.
No, I mean.
I don't got a problem saying it.
No,
I got them.
No, I love. I didn't. My neighbor Frank and Scott and Tammy, they're all into their guns, and they're like, hey. So I have a short barrel shotgun now, and I just can't wait to shoot. I can't wait to fire it.
Real one or?
Yeah. Oh, real one.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So we go from Halloween to paintball to guns. I love it. Oh, so coming up this week, boys and girls, we're doing the Steampunk Festival up in.
We're in Texas.
Just outside of
Dallas,
just
right?
outside of Fort Worth. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Starts with a V? No. V.
It's in
Venus?
Venus. Very good.
Starts with a V.
Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah, I was
Rhymes
thinking Virgin.
with-
No, there's no Virgins in Dallas. Yeah, Venus. Yeah, so it's this is our first time here. Wonderful people. I talk on the phone. Texting is for put a bleep in there. But just getting to know these people, like, obviously today we're going to see our friends at Whispering Grove Faire, and same with the Steampunk Festival. Nicest people, just absolute nicest people that you can possibly want to deal with. Passionate about their event, making sure that they take care of their people. And now, Frank, you come with us next week?
That's the plan. Yep.
That's right.
I'll be there.
Unless you're back in prison.
And I would rather be with y'all. even if it came
That's
down
nice
to
of you to say.
And even if it came down to Chuck E. Cheese or be with y'all, I would still rather be with y'all.
All right. Yeah, you better cut that part out. People at home crying.
I posted the schedule. For,
Oh, you did? That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's going to be just Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
And another all ages affair, which I love.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah. So, and then also, I know you're dying to hear it. Ireland. We're going to announce Ireland.
This week?
Yeah, this week.
Cool.
So we're going to year. It's going to be. We're moving back to October. We're going to do a little bit different vibe this year. When I say vibe, I mean we're going to have a little bit more rock and roll added. How can you add more rock to? Well, let me tell you how. We're going to visit Phil Lynot's grave. We're gonna do a little background of my hometown, the area I grew up in, and we're gonna go to a bunch of places that we have not been. So
Yeah.
so we'll be announcing that. So Ireland 2025. Yeah, here we go.
Cool.
So stay tuned for that. What else we got? Sherwood.
Sherwood, yeah.
We got
December
Sherwood.
14th.
We got the Celtic. We got their Yuletide thing in December 14th.
Yep.
Also, Rock the Shelter. Let's go to the beginning of the month, December 1st.
Yes.
Now, boys and girls, it's been. I was notified that we're not doing it at the Continental Club this year. We're doing it at a place called Rockefeller's on Washington Avenue.
Yep.
Some of you might know it as the place that's owned by the people that own Star Pizza. Fact. So, Rockefeller's December 1st. Now, in the past, we used to do a toy drive. And the toy drive was a huge success and everybody's so generous. However, now, because of the surplus of toys, because of the enormity of people's generosity, we still have far too much stuff, way too much. So they're raising money, and that's why this year it's going to be at Rockefeller's. Ticket prices are a little pricey. However, it does include a meal, includes some great bands. We're going to have the Mighty Orc, Houston's favorite, the Mighty Orc. We're also going to have Clay Dias and the Soul Survivors. We're going to have the Harbor Light Choir. No, it's not the Harbor Light Choir. It's the
Open Door Mission Choir.
Open Door Mission Choir. Thank you. That was the past. Now we're present. So we're going to have them, and we're also going to have, like I said, it's going to be dinner included, and it's just a great cause. So they want check or cash at the door.
Yeah, don't bring items. Don't bring toys.
Yes. It's just not.
No gift cards, right?
No gift cards.
No gift
They
cards.
just want to raise money
Right.
for the. Joe's already had an amazing. He's already had an amazing haul.
Yeah.
He works year round at this.
Yes.
Last year, I think it was over $50,000 raised.
Yeah, it just seems like it exponentially grows every year.
Yeah. So he always takes good care of the bands and whatnot. So it's going to be we Blaggards are going to have a huge surprise for you in our set, and we're going on last. Hoping that we're going to get to go a little longer than an hour because we're gonna have some stuff for you. So yeah, it's just.
Can we post a link so we can?
Yeah.
Where people can.
Oh yeah.
Get on there.
Yeah. So, I'm excited about all the gigs. You know, most people, 75 degrees, overcast and rain would not be. I'm so giddy about playing today.
Yeah.
I'm so giddy about and all these gigs coming up. I just can't wait. Yeah. So
I know. I like it. The other week we had this weekend open, and you're like, "Hey, you want to play Saturday?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah!" Like all caps. I was
Yeah.
like, "I couldn't time it fast enough."
well, this was on the books.
Yeah.
So this weekend we were supposed to be in. Well, we had another thing that was canceled.
Yeah.
But this weekend was also a tentative because the Whispering Grove Faire had asked us a while back, for later, which we were already booked.
Yeah.
So we were kind of juggling dates. So that's why this date was it was here. It just wasn't clear. So, what do you say we wrap this one up,
Yeah.
kids? SlapperCast episode number 299 with Frankus, with Turbo, with Smalley, with the and we're glad to have you along. Oh, also I want to say last week, happy birthday, Kelly Navarro.
Yes, happy birthday.
Finally she reaches 20. She's cute as a button. She looks like she's 17. Happy birthday, Kelly, one of our favorites. And here we go.
All right.
See ya.
Cheers.
See ya.
Bye.